EGM Network.
This is an Evergreen Media Network production. And now, it's time to put you on the spot with EGM.
Hello and welcome to On the Spot with EGM. I'm Jesse Krisky. You know, we all love Vero Beach, Florida for so many reasons. And one of the reasons that are on the top of my list is the Riverside Theatre. Riverside Theatre is an amazing production house. It is the largest professional theater in Florida, and it's got so many amazing facets to it. And here to talk a little bit about Riverside Theatre is the Director of Education, Kevin Quillinan. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Hey, Jesse. Good. How are you doing?
Very good. And also joining us, actress Emily Rose Olsen. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Very good. Thanks for joining us today. All right. One of the things we want to talk about and what we want to focus on for the next few minutes is the Alumni Showcase. Now, this is a performance benefiting our Youth Tuition Assistance Program at Riverside Theatre. So, Kevin, you want to take a minute here and tell us all about Alumni Showcase?
Yeah, well, this is a really exciting new initiative that we are doing, and we are bringing back several of our alumni from the last many years, like Emily, to perform. And these are all, I call them kids. I'm going to call them kids. But these are all kids who have gone through the program. Mm-hmm. A couple of them are in their 30s, but I'm still calling them kids. But they've come through our program, and they have all gone off into various areas of their lives. And that's what I love is that it's pointing out what I always say about our program is that it's not necessarily about building the stars of tomorrow or the next Broadway stars, but it's about creating a well-rounded student who can go off in any sort of career. So we have students who are coming back, one of whom has been on Broadway and does tours, and he does a lot of fun stuff like that. Another one, like Emily, who is an actress. She studied acting, but she is also now with Riverside Theatre as our Associate Director of Education. And, you know, so kind of in both worlds there. We have another one who is into sports management, studying sports management right now. Another one who is going off to studying acting and trying to make it as an actor right now in New York City. And then another young woman who is who works in like child protective services, but also still performs at community theaters in her town and still very much likes keeping up with performing. So it's really a great way to show how the arts can inspire you into all levels of career. And to bring them back and share their talents with us is going to be very, very exciting.
I love that. I love this idea. We're bringing back talented people that have kind of graduated through this, Riverside Theatre, and bringing them back and showcasing their talents, and it's really awesome. And like you said, it really helps build a well-rounded person. I know arts does that, sports does that too, really helps round out a person and teaches you valuable life lessons that really you're not going to get a whole lot of other places. And so the Alumni Showcase, the actual show itself, July 17th, at Riverside Theatre. You can get tickets right now. So coming back to the idea of the Alumni Showcase and really learning and rounding yourself out as a person, Emily Rose, I want to talk to you for a minute. What have you learned being an actress, being on stage, learning lines, having to learn lines, the discipline and the teamwork and everything that it goes involved with in producing live theater? What have you learned on stage?
I feel like sometimes the biggest thing I always feel like I take away from performing and working with people is I've really met people of such different backgrounds throughout my time in theater. In college, at Riverside, also at Vero Beach High School, where I did theater too. And I feel like I've really learned how to work with and manage with other people that are just very different than me. And that's been like my favorite thing that I've really been able to take away. But also, especially people with theater degrees are hireable in literally any aspect of life. We get such good training in how to present ourselves, in communication, in speaking, in public speaking. So I think that I've just learned so many important skills that have enabled me to have a career in general.
I can tell your communication skills are on point. Better than mine, judging by that last sentence there. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I understand you just graduated?
Yeah, I graduated May 3rd, so barely a month, like a little over a month ago. And I immediately came here and I started my job right under Kevin, who grew up teaching me. And now I'm helping him, and I'm the Associate Director of Education here, which is so crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I know, it's wild. It's
literally
really
never
funny.
thought that would happen. It fell into my lap almost. I saw Kevin post it on Facebook. And I was like, I'll apply. So yeah, I'm
really
really
worked
excited
out.
about it. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Emily, how did you get your start in acting? What made you want to get on stage?
Well, I was a rambunctious child, and my grandma put me into dance classes at Riverside when I was 3. And then my first ever show was with Adam Schnell in his version of the Nutcracker in Swing Time when I was 6.
Oh, ballet.
Yeah, it was, his version is like a jazz twist on the Nutcracker, so it was a little bit different. And I grew up doing that. And then Riverside came to my elementary school, Glendale Elementary, when I was in the 4th grade. They did Aristocats Kids Junior, one of
Kids.
them, yeah. And that was my first experience where then I was like, Mom, I want to audition and I really want to do the shows. And since 4th grade, all the way to my senior year, I lived there. Dance, theater, everything.
That's great. And
Yeah.
you've learned so much about not only theater, but about yourself,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
So that's great. All right. So this summer, I understand Riverside Theatre is celebrating 45 years of education.
That's right. I was
Yeah.
going to tell you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about that, Kevin?
Yeah, the program began in 1980. Riverside itself had only been going itself, as a separate entity for several years before that, because I think are on our 52nd season or so now. So it started off as just a collection of parents wanting something for their kids, and then from there they were working. It was with under the auspices of Riverside Theatre. And then just kind of grew and developed since then. I am going into, weirdly enough, my 19th year working here. So I've really gotten to see a lot of that evolution too, because when I started, it was a very different type of place than it is now. And we've really grown, and frankly, so has Riverside Theatre in the last almost 20 years, is almost unrecognizable in some ways. Mm-hmm. And we're about to undertake a lot more big changes coming up in the next several years as well. So it's a very exciting time to be here, and to also, though, have been a part of the journey and witnessing how much the education program in particular has, developed and grown and changed and gotten even stronger over the years.
Awesome. And we're all excited for it, too. Absolutely. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the show, July 17th. It's the Alumni Showcase. Now, we have several artists coming back into town. We're presenting not only Emily Rose Olson, but Bryce Rue, Shannon Maloney, Jamari Darling, and David Callahan. Are they all going to be on stage one at a time or all at the same time?
A little bit of all that. We're going to do some group numbers, some duets, some solo numbers. I've been getting from them their suggestions of songs they would want to sing, and we're going through the list now and going through the collection. It's a very wide-ranging list, and some of them have been suggesting songs from shows that they did while they were here. And so that's going to be kind of cool too if we do some of those. But you also just get to see their talents and how far they have come. So it's gonna be really cool. And these are and the thing that's neat too is that they kind of span a lot of the generations, at least since I've been here. So there are some that you have never met, some of them, the older ones, and vice versa. So it'll be kind of a nice little mix of students spanning, a couple of decades, getting together and having some sort of a shared experience, which is always very cool too.
Yeah, it sounds like some kind of a homecoming or...
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. And at this stage in the planning, I'm sure you've got to be fluid. You've got to work with all these different actors and the things that they want to do. But we're going to hear music, and we'll probably laugh a little bit too.
We're going to hear music. We're going to hear some stories. We're going to sort of introduce them and maybe find out a little bit about their stories and about like some of the songs they're going to be singing and some of their experience both at Riverside, but also beyond Riverside, what they've been doing since.
Very good. All right. And how can somebody be a part of Riverside Theatre for Kids?
Well, they can go on our website and they can find a lot of different information. There's a lot of different ways to help out. Like you said earlier, this program is supporting our tuition assistance program because we always want to make sure that every kid has a place with us, and that money is not going to be a reason why they can't be with us. So that's a very important thing. But there's also a lot of other ways that they can, volunteer their time, volunteer, their efforts, or even just come and be audience members. Audiences are a very important part of the shows. Without an audience, we're just kind of silly people in a room singing and dancing and acting to nobody. And we do that all week long when we're doing our rehearsals. So it's really nice to have audiences.
Yeah, and the tuition assistance program is how I did theater at Riverside my whole life. So it's kind of everything has been so full circle about getting this job, all of it. But that's also very full circle because I wouldn't have been able to do all of the dance, do all of the theater that I did at Riverside if I had not had assistance with the tuition. Yeah.
Great. And did it start for you as a summer activity or?
No, I started, with the school year, and then I was back and forth with the summers, but the main thing I would do was JTF, our Junior Theater Festival competition, which is in Atlanta. That was my favorite thing. I did that for I think 6 years around.
I think so.
And the school year was really when I was very involved.
Very good. All right. Well, the Alumni Showcase at Riverside Theatre is coming up July 17th. All right. We got about 30 seconds left. Sell us on why we should be part of this amazing audience at Alumni Showcase.
To see, I think, all of the great talent of people that have been there. Some of my friends, I'm super close with David, and it's going to be so special to see all of this this wonderful group of people come together. And like I said, to benefit the tuition assistance program, I think that's a really wonderful pull to help all of these students that are not typically able to participate in theater, which is such a useful skill, as we talked about in the beginning. So I think that's why you should come out.
Absolutely. All right. Very good. Emily Rose Olson, Kevin Quillinen, thank you very much for joining us on the spot today. I'm Jesse Krisky. This is On the Spot with the EGM Network. Until next time, we'll see you at the Alumni Showcase, July 17th at Riverside Theatre. Get your tickets at riversidetheatre.com. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.